This is how your silence destroys a narcissist's power. Hi everyone. A very warm welcome to you on the Narcissist and Karma channel. I trust you are all thriving in your lives. Are the silent treatment like a firmly bolted door, keeping the narcissist at bay? Ever found yourself musing about their response to this sudden disconnect? What's the rationale behind their efforts? The ins and outs of their thoughts. How do they process this severed line of communication? Cutting ties is a major step in regaining control, and kudos to you for that. Let's unravel the intricacies of how a narcissist views this scenario. Narcissists, and the no-contact rule, does it bother them at all? Picture this. You've planted your feet, set your boundaries, and broken all communication links. They loathe it, so reciprocally, they punish you. Did I go wrong somewhere? You might wonder. Or, how on earth do they perceive this? What goes through their mind? How do they feel about your disconnection? What's the bigger picture here? What the actual heck is happening? Now, let's explore the enigma. How does a narcissist feel about being sidelined? First and foremost, allow me to congratulate you on setting those much-needed boundaries. Standing firm and understanding the true dynamics of the relationship, commendable really. These protective measures are for your own well-being, and you've got my wholehearted support. Time after time, I remind people, take this step for your own safety, embrace this to aid your future self. And yet, we can't help but speculate, what's brewing in the narcissist's mind? If anything at all, what could they possibly be thinking? A certain control irks them, but that's life, isn't it? Your newfound agency isn't something they'll embrace. In fact, they'll resist, as it makes you less manipulable. Stripped of their power in this predicament, they feel utterly helpless. Every bridge burned, they're left with no way to sap your energy, leech on your time, or toy with your emotions. Left in the dark about your thoughts and feelings, they can't weaponize them against you anymore. We both know too well how much narcissists detest being stripped of their influence. It's their modus operandi, after all, intent on exercising control. They seek a sense of dominion over the outcomes in situations and relationships. In summary, your conscious choice to sever all ties with them resolutely communicates your refusal to enable their control any further. Brace yourself, this might just overwhelm them. It could trigger profound offense, perhaps even inflicting a narcissistic wound. At its core, your silence conveys rejection. By withholding affection, attention, and focus, you're essentially turning your back on the narcissist. Few things cut as deep as the sense of abandonment or rejection for a narcissist. This profound trigger could lead to intense distress. By severing ties, you make it crystal clear that their goodness or wickedness no longer holds any sway over you. To you, the playing field is barren. This realization might sting the narcissist, expose their vulnerabilities, and leave them scrambling to regain control. Initially, vengeance will eclipse all else. Malice will gain precedence as irritants take center stage. Never will the narcissist entertain the notion that their own behavior instigated your response. The burden of responsibility will be foisted on you in a desperate bid to deflect their own culpability. Hostility? Oh, expected in spades. Sheer irritation looms large. You've laid them bare, triggered them to the core. Thus, the smear campaign begins. Abandonment and rejection have left a lasting mark. In an effort to deflect attention from their own suffering, the narcissist must find something, anything, to reset their equilibrium. Surely, they'll attempt to pin the blame on you. Yet, as time goes on, the initial thrill dissipates and a creeping negativity settles in. Relief is elusive, and even remorse and regret threaten to surface. Believe it or not, they do feel remorseful, although naturally they'd never divulge that to you. So it's crucial to grasp this concept. Their reactions are part of an endless cycle. Imagine the narcissist reeling from your silence. They might attempt to establish contact. Expect subtle, minimal interaction though, nothing that would grant you the upper hand. Their primary concern? Preserving their unique status and image. Sparse exchanges like, "I hope you're well," or "I hope you're okay," might surface. Should you ignore them, it's unlikely they'll try again. A diversionary tactic, if you will. Such dialogue could potentially serve as a litmus test to gauge your mental or emotional stability. Predictably, narcissists struggle to accept their own shortcomings and continue to externalize blame. For numerous reasons, they avoid seeking help or admitting humiliation. Chances are, you won't hear from them again. Still, if contact resumes, beware the lure. Their aim will be to ensnare and then punish you for your newfound agency. To narcissists, control is everything, a veritable fount of attention, self-assurance, and validation. Incapable of self-regulation, they rely on others to fill the void. Exposed wounds might prompt them to seek solace in a fallback supply, turning to others for confirmation. Cutting off communication and subjecting the narcissist to silence can be potent. Invalidated, they're forced to seek attention elsewhere. Emotionally bruised and embarrassed, they'll never directly admit this to you. Clueless on how to cope, any engagement will merely serve to extract information or resources. Narcissists turn the tables, gaslighting you into believing you were the instigator. After all, the silent treatment was their trademark maneuver. Once again, the real issue lies in control and dominance. Serving them a dose of their own medicine doesn't sit well, does it? In their smear campaigns, they're eager to paint you as the villain, the unstable one, the root of all problems. Keep in mind, however, these accusations bear no truth. Having exposed and triggered their deepest wounds, they refuse to take this defeat lightly. Long stretches of silence bruise the narcissist's ego. Concealing the hurt, they opt for distraction, focusing on others and gossiping behind your back. They resort to insults, sabotage, and character assassination, all in an effort to render you the foolish one. Upon reflection, it's apparent how strikingly immature these actions are. This deflection exercise preserves their image while skirting personal responsibility. They remain unaltered in their ways. Ultimately, it's all about projecting a positive image and casting themselves as the ultimate victims. Their goal? Boosting their own ego. Narcissists balk at any attempts to make decisions for them. Authority and control are essential for fulfilling their needs. They rely on you for validation and approval. When their source of gratification dries up, they scramble to regain power. Immunized against manipulation, you've disrupted their game. This newfound resistance irks the narcissist to no end. Though it may not inflict outright pain, the reliance on external validation proves mightily irritating. Stay vigilant, don't react to their provocations, even when executed behind your back. Starve them of this desired response. They long to elicit your feedback to steer you into the trap they've laid in response to their backstabbing antics. Remember, they've already cast you as the villain. Don't give them the satisfaction of playing into their narrative. You know this all too well, and it stings when people you care about fall for the narcissist's lies. Even more so when you didn't expect them to believe such falsehoods. If the person being bad-mouthed doesn't know you, the narcissist won't relent. Defending yourself is futile. Remember, those on your side already know and trust you, while the rest remain unconvinced. Keep this in mind, as any attempts to clear your name or escape this quagmire will only cause further distress. There's no one to whom you owe an explanation. I truly hope this insight into a narcissist's reaction to sudden silence proves valuable. It's so unbearable for them that they struggle to cope. Thank you for taking the time to read. Please note that I'm available for private consultations if you or someone you know is experiencing similar issues. For more information, check the details below. If you're seeking new connections, this is a fantastic place to start. Once again, I appreciate your time and interest, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you soon. Take care.